the news people or whoever was covering this story did a horrible job, not once but twice. As of today, it's still not confirmed whether she was drunk driving or not. If so, please pull up the official article. Please pull up official documentation that proves that she was drunk driving. And if we want to go a step further, her friend that got in that car, knowing her friend was drinking, you responsible too.
At the end of the day, as a friend, I'm not letting my friend get behind the wheel knowing she was intoxicated. And I'm dang sure not going to be a passenger while my friend driving the car intoxicated.
Your face! Show your face, please, with sugar on top!
Now I told y'all as more come out concerning this situation with popular social media influencer Alyshia Russian, aka Mama A, I was going to keep you guys updated. And unfortunately, let's just say everything we kind of was thinking, but just didn't get no confirmation about it, well, it's true. And the sad part is we aren't the only ones that got it wrong, because we were all going off of the news articles covering the incident. But what I'm confused about is how in the world was almost every media outlet giving out false news? How do the same media outlets who claim they spoke to police officers on the scene not know that it wasn't a guy and a girl in Alyshia's car, but instead it was two girls? How do they not know something as small as whether she was the driver or not? And now all the things we said were suspect, we now know why they were. Because they never made sense from the beginning. We told y'all before, how do they go from saying that she got to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries but ended up still passing away? But we will find out that's because she wasn't the one with the non-life-threatening injuries. It was the friend that she was with in the vehicle. And then remember we said, well, if a man was driving and they both came from the lounge together where Alyshia was visibly drinking on her Snapchat, what sense would that make, because more than likely he was drinking too? So what do you do when your designated driver to had a few drinks as well? Now I don't know what the thought process for Alyshia was, but we will find out new information. We will find out that she was the one driving her Kia SUV, which collided head-on with another pickup truck that was driven by a 20-year-old US Marine. Sheesh. They're claiming that she was the one that caused it by veering off into the opposite lane and colliding with the US Marine head-on. And they're also claiming that the reason behind it is because they believe she was intoxicated. Now, if she was in fact the driver, it wouldn't be hard to prove she may have been impaired, because as we seen via Snapchat, she was taking multiple shots and living her best life. There's nothing wrong with that, but when you're doing so, unfortunately, you're not supposed to drink and drive. Now, if you want to get caught up with everything, I'll leave a link pinned in the comments to a previous video we did based on this incident, so you can check that out and get caught up. But for now, we're going to focus on what we're now being told involving the situation where now it's looking like Mama A may have been the reason behind all this, despite her supporters showing her love at the time everything was announced. Which brings us to our next question. Now that we found out she may have been the reason behind her own demise and someone else's due to drunk driving, do you look at her differently as well as the situation, or you don't care and you supporting Mama A no matter what? Now we also found a girl who they say was a friend inside of the vehicle who survived the crash alongside Alyshia, who unfortunately didn't. And she has something to say. We're going to get into everything, y'all, but before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hype the video so we can get into the algorithm, and if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Hold up, y'all. There's no way you're watching this video for free right now, where you could be getting paid literally just for playing games while this video play in the background at the same time. Only difference is the increase in your bank account. Now, I'm not saying you'll get rich, but I am saying that you could easily make something while doing nothing except for sitting on the couch playing games if you download the app Free Cash. Tap or click the link I pinned in the comment section, or scan the QR code that I put right here on the screen. Also, if you use my link right now, they give you a little sum to start off with just for signing up. So if you want a little Uber Eats or something to snack on and don't feel like dipping into your own wallet, play a few games so you don't have to spend your own ends. Now let's get back to the video. Now let's get into a more updated article detailing what actually went down, as a New York Daily News article would state, quote, TikTok influencer Alyshia Russian, known online as Mama A, is deceased at 26. The social media star passed away in a car crash early Saturday morning, according to a GoFundMe campaign launched by her mother. She was an amazing mother of 4, a content creator, and one of the strongest women I have ever known, Crystal Smitherman-Rowe. The 20-year-old man driving the other car involved in the 2:15 a.m. crash that unalived Russian also passed away, according to Alabama's Montgomery Advertiser. A GoFundMe fundraiser established by his family identifies the victim as U.S. Marine Landon Dunn, who was visiting family. A message on that page said Dunn passed away in a head-on collision. A female passenger in Russian's car suffered injuries that didn't appear to be life-threatening. The cause of the crash is under investigation, according to WSFA in Alabama. Local station Waka says Russian was driving an SUV that collided with Dunn's pickup truck in Interstate 85. Russian had more than 540,000 followers on TikTok. She said in a 2024 video that she started posting about her life as a young mom because people were asking her how she maintained her sanity. Honestly, I don't even know how I stay sane, Russian confessed. Now, as you can see, news reports on the situation are claiming that Alyshia was the one in fact driving. And although they said an investigation is going into what the cause of the accident was, I think we all kind of know what it was, or at least can assume, due to us seeing her last Snapchat, where she could be seen turning up, drinking, and all around having a good time. Now, aside from the accusations, the friend who was actually in the car during the accident spoke out, and she's denouncing all the rumors, especially the one that says she was jealous and wanted her friend deceased. She would take to her Facebook post to state, quote, "I hate I even have to address this ignorance that's going on. But let me make one thing clear. All these stupid stories y'all making up is sickening. Why the F will I want my friend deceased? Y'all are the most dumbest, selfish MFs I know. I effing hate y'all literally. What the F could I do if I was asleep? I wish I could have saved my friend. I wish I would have never went to sleep. All these lies about it was male drivers in the car. Wasn't nobody in that effing car but me and Alyshia, and I was the passenger. Let's clear that up. Stop effing making all these stupid ass stories up. That's not the truth. There's some ish I gotta effing live with the rest of my life. Can't nobody tell me how the F I'm supposed to feel. I'm sorry, Marie, I failed you. You knew my heart, and you knew I would have never let some ish like this happen. Heartbroken emoji. Now, the friend said a whole lot. But out of everything she said, she never said Alyshia wasn't drunk neither. She just said she fell asleep and she hated that she did. She may feel that if she was up, then she could have done something to prevent what happened. And more than likely, if she was feeling intoxicated enough to where she had to be asleep or sleep off a little bit, I'm sure Alyshia felt the same. But the only difference is she was driving. And we all know driving impaired, sometimes you could doze off and not even realize it because of the liquor. I'm not saying that's what happened, but if she ended up on the wrong side of the road like they claim, driving at a high rate of speed, then who knows? With that being said, another female would address the friend, stating that if she knew they were both drinking, why even let your friend drive a car drunk in the first place? Y'all check this out.
At the end of the day, as a friend, I'm not letting my friend get behind the wheel knowing she was intoxicated. And I'm dang sure not going to be a passenger while my friend driving the car intoxicated. I said what I said.
Now, on another note, the family of the 20-year-old Marine feels that his death is being overshadowed by Alyshia's popularity online and feels that nobody cares about her taking this young man's life due to who Alyshia is on social media. So a lot of people have spoken out. A friend of the family would issue a message on Facebook, and Landon's mother actually reposted it, as it'll state, quote, "Landon Dunn, say his name, remember his name. He was a son, he was a brother, he was a Marine. He was only 20 years old driving from North Carolina to visit his family, Melissa Ward Dunn, his mom, Ashlyn Dunn, Logan Hornsby. He was almost home. He was taken from his family when a social media influencer decided to drive her car on the wrong side of the highway over 100 miles per hour. She is being praised, Landon is being brushed to the side. He was driving on the right side of the road less than an hour from home. While I do hate that she lost her life, her children no longer have their mother, and someone else will have lost their life as well. Landon Dunn is the victim in this accident. Do not let him be forgotten because of her media popularity. Hashtag remember Landon Dunn." Now, ironically, a woman will call herself checking a friend of the family for the "say his name" reference, as she would state, quote, "Say her, his name is specifically for black victims of police brutality and social injustice. I don't care. It is not meant for YT people to capitalize off. The proper send-off will be until Valhalla. This is how Marines say farewell properly. We don't steal phrases from cultural movements or use death to promote our content. We don't use grief for content or capitalize off our fallen brother's death." And the friend of the family replied to that by saying, quote, "Say his name, Landon Tyler Dunn. Remember his name. I and those who care for Landon have not stolen or used a phrase to try and capitalize from his death in any way. Since when does any phrase belong only to a certain race? Staking that claim is arsis itself. We want recognition for a young life that was senselessly and recklessly taken by someone who did capitalize the use of her name. She unalived Landon Tyler Dunn. He was a son, a brother, a friend, and yes, a Marine. Family could say goodbye and honor him as they please. So hashtag remember Landon Dunn." Now, is say her or his name a racial thing? No. Is it more correlated with melanated culture due to injustice and carried out on melanated people? Yes. But I don't see why they're making this into a race thing. Now, I do also think the friend of the family may be using the context of the phrase wrong, because once again, it's usually used when an injustice is performed. In this case, there was no injustice. A girl was allegedly drunk, collided with another car, and unfortunately, they're both gone. But it's not like she's free, living while the family is grieving after doing it. It's not like she was intoxicated, survived, and the other guy passed away, and now she's just living her life. No. So yes, I get what she means by it, but she may be using it in the wrong context, but it is what it is. We get what she's trying to do. She's just trying to keep this young kid's name alive. Now let's get into a woman who has spoken on the incident before since it happened, and she's decided to respond to the people who came at her concerning the situation and her reporting on it. Y'all check this out.
I'm gonna just make this really short because a lot of people are commenting under my post about Mama A, and I'm gonna just say this. When the situation happened, the internet only got one side of the story. So now, as days go on, now we are hearing about this other man who has passed away. So that's why Mama A was getting more attention than him. Secondly, the news people or whoever was covering this story did a horrible job, not once but twice. As of today, it's still not confirmed whether she was drunk driving or not. If so, please pull up the official article. Please pull up official documentation that proves that she was drunk driving. Nothing has been out yet. Yes, I understand like the family came out with a statement, but nothing is set in stone. Nothing is proven. Nothing is on paper. So everything is speculation at this point. At the end of the day, everybody loses on both sides. So I understand the internet is upset. Oh, well, everybody's talking about Mama A and nobody's talking about this guy. Nobody knew about him. Nobody knew until yesterday. So for the people that were posting about her only It wasn't because they didn't care about him. No, he definitely deserves attention. But at the end of the day, understand that no information was out about him. It was only about Mama A. Let this be a learning lesson. In fact, if she was drunk driving, this should be a teaching moment. It's unfortunate. But understand, under no circumstances should you be driving under the influence. Stay put. It's not worth it.
In another video, she also had some words for the friend and spoke on her allowing Alyshia to drive, knowing that they were both drunk. Check this out.
So you're definitely a racist because there was no reason for you to call me a donkey, but let's continue. Her Snapchat is the only evidence that she was drinking. So yeah, but let's not act like everybody didn't see that and was still like, oh my goodness, Mama A this and Mama A that. It wasn't until the family came out that everybody now is switching up their story. Because all the content creators, all of them, majority of them, were like, wow, Mama A, she was in a car accident and she died and this, that, and the third. Nobody knew of the gentleman that died. Nobody knew that she was the driver because the story kept switching. The news even messed up, not once but twice. So now that things are confirmed, yes, it's a clearer picture now. But nowhere in my video did I say that it was okay for you to be drinking and driving. Nowhere in my video did I state that she wasn't wrong. But at the end of the day, nobody is winning on both sides, and that's what I stated. And if we want to go a step further, her friend that got in that car, knowing her friend was drinking, you responsible too. In a sense, like, you were sleeping and your friend was drinking and you let her drive. Keys would have been snatched. We both would have been sleeping in the car. We would have got a hotel for the night. We would have got an Uber home. Something would have been different. So how did you feel comfortable enough to sleep in the car knowing that y'all both was out drinking? Somebody got to be smart. So at the end of the day, like I stated in my first video, drinking and driving is not cool. Nobody won. There's loss on both sides. You could take it up another notch and say, well, hey, the girl that got in the car with Mama A didn't care about her life either. Why would you get in the car knowing that your homegirl was drinking? You didn't care about your life either. So we can go tit for tat. Everybody's not going to agree, and that's okay, but we could keep the insults to ourselves. You feel how you want to feel about me. You don't know me. I don't know you. I stated something. You didn't like it. You state your opinion. Cool. We can converse or we cannot. But we can leave the insults to the side. Y'all got to grow up. Everybody's not going to always agree with your logic, and that's cool.
Now, arguing amongst each other, playing the blame game, and pointing fingers isn't going to change the facts. Unfortunately, 2 lives were lost due to a mistake that happened that, yes, could have been avoided, but it happened. It's a crazy situation, but hopefully people can learn from this. If you or someone you know are a little too buzzed to drive, call an Uber or just relax for a little bit. It could literally, potentially save your life. And as for the people saying others are praising Alyshia, I don't think that's the case. When the news first came out, it was made clear that Alyshia was involved in the crash and that was it. They even said that she wasn't driving, it was another man. Therefore, everyone thought she was just at the wrong place at the wrong time and she lost her life. But they doubled back and now they're saying no, she was the driver, she had a friend in the car, and she unalived someone else during the accident. So now, social media is reacting, it just is what it is. Rest in peace to the both, and condolences to their family, especially Alyshia's children. We have seen since she been gone, the father took it upon himself and actually uploaded a picture showing that they are in good hands. Now, although we hear that they wasn't together at the time of her demise, it is a good thing that he's stepping up, and that's what a father should do. Y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. I'm out.